Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
Number 10, Keira Knightley, Begin Again. Prior to casting Keira Knightley, director John Kearney had considered casting a musician in the lead female role.
So this is a new song, so it might be kind of rough. It's for anyone who's ever been alone in the city.
One thought he had was Adele, who can play guitar and, as we all know, is an amazing vocalist. But in the end, instead of going with someone who had the musical abilities, he cast a great actress who learned the music part for the role. Knightley didn't play guitar and had never sung professionally previously, but she learned both for the part.
With your world in a bag by your side.
And while Kearney has said that he feels she didn't quite come out as a guitar-playing singer-songwriter, you can make up your own mind, as it is really her singing and playing guitar in the film.
Hold on there now for me. Hold on.
Number 9, Nicolas Cage, Captain Corelli's Mandolin. In 2001's Captain Corelli's Mandolin, the mandolin of Captain Antonio Corelli plays a big role in the film. Not only does he play it for his men, but it is his musical talents that also helps win over the beautiful Pelaia. With that much riding on an instrument, whoever got the part as Corelli would definitely need to come across as adept at the mandolin. While Nicolas Cage had never played it before, he got very serious about learning after being cast. And according to the man who taught him, Paul Englishby, Cage actually played it. It was incredible. He really is very talented. Number 8, Miles Teller, Whiplash. While many actors on this list learned to play an instrument only once they were cast in the role, this wasn't the case for Miles Teller.
No, double time. Double it. Faster. Faster!
By the time Teller was cast as a first-year jazz drummer student in Whiplash in 2013, he'd been playing the drums for about a decade already. Having taught himself to play drums at 15 years old, Teller was already pretty adept at banging the skins. He did have to learn some specifics of jazz drumming, and he did have a drum double for a few scenes. However, for the majority of the film, that's Teller playing. Number 7, Samuel L. Jackson, Black Snake Moan. In Black Snake Moan, Samuel L. Jackson's character is a farmer and a former blues guitarist who holds Christina Ricci's character hostage in order to reform her from her sinful life.
God seemed fit to put you in my path, and I aim to cure you of your wickedness.
In one scene near the end of the film, Jackson breaks out the guitar and plays the Blind Lemon Jefferson song Black Snake Moan, from which the movie gets its title.
I ain't played for nobody in years.
It's a pretty gritty performance, and one that Jackson mastered after lots of practice. And by lots, we mean 6 to 7 hours of practice every day for 6 months.
Woke up this morning, black snake moved in on me.
It might not be 10,000 hours, but it was enough to make for an impressively believable performance. Number 6, Ryan Gosling, La La Land. They say that practice makes perfect, and when it came to his piano playing in La La Land, Ryan Gosling had to be perfect because there were no hand models used. hands you see on the keys are all Gosling's. To get his jazz musician character up to snuff on the piano, Gosling practiced tickling those ivories for 4 hours a day in the lead-up to making the movie. And his ability didn't just amaze us non-piano playing moviegoers either. The great John Legend was impressed, even asking Gosling if he'd ever played before, because you can't be this good right away. Number 5, Oscar Isaac. Inside Llewyn Davis. Oscar Isaac was pretty familiar with the guitar by the time he was cast as a struggling folk singer in the Coen brothers' Inside Llewyn Davis.
So hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone.
In fact, he began playing guitar in high school and was also in a band. After high school, he joined a ska punk band called the Blinking Underdogs and even opened for Green Day. So obviously he could play the guitar, and his musical abilities impressed the Coen brothers.
Mr. Kennedy, I don't wanna go. Don't show me out of please, Mr. Kennedy.
Isaac even worked on and studied the technique known as Travis picking, a common technique used on acoustic steel string guitars. Except for one song in the film, the music was also all performed live.
Of heaven.
Number 4, Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon, Walk the Line. In some films, it probably isn't a big deal if the actor isn't really playing the instruments, and doubles are used for various shots as well.
In a fancy dining car, they're probably drinking coffee.
However, in a movie about one of the most popular and iconic singers of the 20th century, you gotta play for real. That is exactly what Joaquin Phoenix did as Johnny Cash in 2005's Walk the Line.
When you get the blues, yes, a jump to rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll shake all the trouble from your worry.
Reese Witherspoon joined him there as his partner in love and music, June Carter. And just as Phoenix sings and plays all his own guitar in the film, Witherspoon did all of June Carter's vocals and learned to rock the auto harp as well.
He's left me no warning, no words of farewell.
Number 3, Matt Damon and Jude Law, the talented Mr. Ripley. As Tom Ripley, Matt Damon had many talents, but prior to filming, playing piano was not one of them. And as for Jude Law, he couldn't play the saxophone prior to being cast as Dickie Greenleaf either.
Rock and roll, tu gioca baseball, mais soldi beccane.
But that all changed for both men, who practiced and learned to play their respective instruments for this great 1999 film. There isn't a lot of instrument playing in the film, but when there is, that is really Law playing the sax.
I know why you're upset.
As for Damon's piano playing, supposedly, while he was able to play the correct fingering of the notes, the sounds we actually hear in the film are played by someone else. Number 2, Rachel Weisz, The Brothers Bloom. 10 seconds. That is the total amount of time Rachel Weisz is seen playing instruments on screen in The Brothers Bloom.
I collect hobbies. I see someone doing something I like, and I get books, and I learn how to do it.
Anything interesting?
Not really.
Weisz plays Penelope Stamp, a wealthy heiress with a whole lot of hobbies, 5 of which are instruments, more specifically the piano, the accordion, the violin, the guitar, and the banjo. She learnt them all well enough to play them, and in one short montage scene, she, to paraphrase Bon Jovi, rocks them all. She also learned to skateboard, ride a giraffe unicycle, rap, and breakdance, among other things.
You just learn this stuff here by yourself?
Kind of sad.
Oh.
Number 1, Adrien Brody, The Pianist. If you're going to star in a movie called The Pianist, you better be able to convincingly play the piano, don't you think? Well, director Roman Polanski sure did, as did his lead actor Adrien Brody. And so Brody practiced for hours each day in order to be able to truly inhabit the character of pianist and Holocaust survivor Władysław Szpilman. Yes, that is Brody playing the piano in the movie, but according to some, the close-ups were the hands of classical pianist Janusz Olejniczak. We also can't confirm this, but there are sources that claim Brody's playing was overdubbed by Olejniczak. But regardless, that is still Brody on the piano hitting all the right notes. Which instrument-playing actor surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.